Hello everybody, this is Jasmina, and in this video I'm going to talk about wealth stars again. This is the second one. Now I'm going to cover these: the entry god, golden god, heavenly fortune nobleman, heavenly wealth star, prosperity star, arch blessings, and prospect star. Now the prospect star is positive or negative. It is a bit more varied. So this one may make some people a little less happy. The arch blessing and the entry god is my interpretation of the Chinese because I have not found this in English. Now, many of these formations, again, are quite specific. And when we're talking about the stems, it's always the heaven stems. Don't worry about what your hidden stems are. Ignore them, at least for this. So the entry god, basically these people are able to be quite proactive. They tend to see trends and stuff early so they can make the best use of that because they're the first ones in. So again, this is pretty rare. You want to look at your day pillar only. And do you have the wood rat, the wood horse, the earth rabbit, or the earth rooster? No other ones have this. I don't have this. That's, I'm not surprised because this is a pretty rare one. The golden god, they basically are quite upright. They're not dishonest. They're really good people, and they will thrive when they encounter fire. This is what it says. Basically means they need to find a passion. Now, this time it could either be your day pillar or your hour pillar. So you have a little more chances. You've got wood ox, earth snake, or water rooster. You can, if you have either one, you're good. You can even have two, but one is fine. That's all you really need. This one is a bit tricky. You look at your day master, and then you want to see whether or not you have one of these other pillars in your other three pillars. So your day master is already done, and you can see that none of these share the same day master. The day master and this heaven stem here are never the same. So you'll have to look in your other pillars to find these. And I've talked about this before. This is my day master. I have no monkey, so I definitely do not have this. This will bring you a much smoother career progress. You'll be able to get promotions more easily than others if you have this. Again, this is because you have to have a certain pillar, not just a certain animal sign. This is tougher to get. The prosperity star is an interesting one, but it's best to only have one of these in your chart. If you have too many, things tend to get a little out of hand. That's my understanding. But if you have a punishment involving either one of these properties, it'll destroy this formation, and so you'll just be average. I mean, it's not bad luck. It just means that you don't have this extra special thing. So again, you're going to look at your day master, and then you're going to see whether or not you have one of these animal signs anywhere in any of your other pillars. And it can be your day pillar. And this is actually my day pillar. So I have this formation. My actual wealth doesn't seem to correspond terribly well with this, but I'm also not poor. So I'm somewhere in between. I'm also not obsessed with money. So I certainly wouldn't be doing this if I were obsessed with money. I would be trying to earn a lot more out of my knowledge. But I think letting people understand this is at least as important. Now, the arch blessing, this is the one that I made up the name. I mean, you translate it, it's arch. But it basically means some sort of support. So, because that's what arches do. They support the wall above them. Now, this indicates basically that your ideas are good for finances or business. So this has to do with the day pillar and your hour pillar. So this is an interaction between you and your ideas. And so if it's good for financial matters, this means you can invest wisely. And if it's good for business, you can actually create a business that earns money. I can't tell you which one is which. It's probably both of them are true at the same time. Now but it has to be in the order shown. So if you have the water pig as your day pillar, you must have the water ox as your hour pillar. Now this is the only one that can be switched. You could also have a water ox as your day pillar and a water pig as your hour pillar. But then when we go on to the rest of them, there is no flipping. So you must have, as your day, you would have to have a fire snake, and as your hour, a fire goat. Or you could have an earth goat and an earth snake, day pillar, hour pillar, or a earth dragon, day, and a earth horse, hour. Now, there is no last one here. There's only 5 of them, so there's nothing missing. It's just there isn't one, but I had to make the chart somehow. So you have to have it in that order. And it doesn't matter what your other ones are. And I do think, of course, if you have a clash in your natal chart with either your day or your hour, it probably weakens it a bit. But it's still got some power. Now you will note that both of these, every one of these, they share the stem. So if your day and your hour does not share a stem, you definitely don't have this. You don't have to check any farther. So the heavenly well star, basically these people are, quite well off in terms of they can be successful at exams, so they're going to earn their money through being educated. It sounds fantastic actually to have this. And again, you're going to look at your day stem, that's your day master, or your year stem, and you see whether or not you have the animal sign somewhere in your chart. And that will tell you whether or not you have this. Now I have this, of course, is my day master, and this is my year stem. So I do have this. And I would say that I do have a generally blessed life. I mean, I do have a psycho ex-fiance, but I survived it. There are a lot of women who don't survive a similar situation. That is, their ex murders them. So I do consider myself quite lucky because it could have turned out differently. And I think by now he's probably not going to mess with me anymore. I hope so, but we'll find out. Now the prospect star, this is quite complicated, and I would call it more of a mixed star, but some of this is really, really good. Some of it is negative, but again, you always have to look at your entire chart because this isn't the end all to beat all. So you have to know, this is why BOTS is so hard. You have to know your whole chart to be able to interpret this, or whether or not this one is really important or not. So, and that's why it's called prospect. It's not profit, it's prospect. It's maybe good, maybe bad. Again, we're looking at your day master, and you want to see whether or not you have any of these animal signs anywhere in your chart. And we're talking the natal chart. You can have this come in as a luck pillar for any one of these, but that's only 10 years. And a year will help some also, but again, it's only 1 year. And usually when you're talking about really making money, 1 year is not enough. 10 years is. 1 year, you might get lucky that 1 year, but then it'll be another 12 years before you have another good luck time. So it can be a little difficult. So hopefully you have this. If you're going to have it, it's in your natal chart. So I actually have this as my day pillar. So I'm supposed to have this. However, what this means, I have to look at it in more detail. So if you remember the chart, a Yang Wood day master has to see the tiger. So it has to have a tiger somewhere in the chart. So if that tiger is a wood tiger, that's very auspicious. If it is a fire tiger, it means wealth, uh, just plain money. you know, auspicious, it means better than just money. It means other good things in your life. If you have a earth tiger, this is auspicious. If you have a metal tiger, is some good, some bad, and it's not necessarily 50-50. It could be 75 good, 25% bad. This is just some shifting. The water tiger, it literally says best as a monk. So what is a monk? A monk is someone who is a very good person, but they don't have much money. But it's okay with them. And if they had a lot of money, maybe the less good things in their personality might come out. So this is why they're best as a monk. So for a yin wood daymaster, they need to see the rabbit. So if it is a wood rabbit, then that's auspicious. And they say the god of happiness. It actually says that there where this person will have a lot of happiness in their life. If it's a fire rabbit, it's quite negative. They actually literally say this is the road to avoid, you're heading to a void. And that sounds really ominous. And this probably means that even though you may earn money, you may not feel fulfilled. You actually, the more money you earn, the less happy you are. That may mean what this road to the void means, is that you're heading there, but you're not going to be any happier. If it's an earth rabbit, this is advancement in your career. And so you have a lot of opportunities to advance, even up to the C level, the CEO type of a level. A metal rabbit, it's half good, half bad. So you'll have good times, you'll have bad times. And if you have the water rabbit, you're a noble, good person, but you're probably going to be poor. Now, this is me. This is my day pillar. So it's pretty nice. And in general, I would say yes. Even when I was quite poor as a grad student, I was very happy because I was learning new things and growing, and I was still quite happy. Now, we'll go on to the two fires. A yang fire daymaster has to see the snake, and the wood, the fire, and the earth snakes, they're all auspicious. The metal snake is very auspicious, but the water snake is half good, half bad. So that's sometimes the way it is. For a yin fire daymaster, they must see the horse somewhere in the chart. And but this one is not nearly as good. A wood horse is generally negative. Not everything is negative, but there's quite a bit of negativity there. So they tend to lose opportunities. The fire horse is about half good, but it's better if you also have the yang water somewhere in your chart also. Then it will be more towards the good. That is more than half good. That is maybe 75% good, rather than only half good. Now the earth horse is again mostly negative, and this is probably more like 75% negative, 25% positive. And the metal horse, generally negative, maybe 50-50, but maybe a little more like 60 negative, 40 positive. So this is more negative. Mostly negative is more negative than generally negative. And the water horse, this is the only one that's truly auspicious. So if you have the ding, the yin fire as your daymaster, and you have a horse, I hope it's a water horse. So for a Yang Earth Daymaster, they must also see the snake. And again, these are quite, most of these are auspicious except for the metal snake. That's some good, some bad. It's hard to tell exactly how much, but there'll be ups and downs. For the Yin Earth Daymaster, it must see the horse. And there's only two that are good. The wood and the fire horses. They're either auspicious or very auspicious. The remaining three are negative. And so there's not a whole lot of positive. So you have to find some other way to be able to earn money. You're not going to earn it through this way, but you may have other good stars that allow you to have more wealth. Again, this is only one aspect. So a Yang metal daymaster has to see a monkey. And this one is kind of up and down. A wood monkey, basically negative. A fire monkey, it's mixed. There's some ups, some downs. Maybe maybe most of the time you'll be kind of average, but then you'll have some ups and downs. The earth monkey, that's good. The metal monkey, very auspicious, and the water monkey also auspicious. Not as auspicious as the metal one, but still quite good. A yin metal daymaster has to see the rooster to have this formation. And if it's the wood rooster, some good, some bad. But if it's a fire rooster, it's generally negative. Earth rooster, it's auspicious. The metal rooster, it says very good luck. So this means that it's not just auspicious. You are going to have the ability to have extraordinarily good luck compared to the average person. That this is where you will be able to increase your wealth just by you're in a lucky set of circumstances. So this one is very good to have. Of course, being able to figure out what is a good prospect for earning money, that is the hard part. And so you may have to have some intuition. And you will develop that over time, of course. But this one can be very, very good. Unfortunately, the water rooster, generally negative. I hope you don't have any of these negative ones. But again, if you do, this is only one star. You have to look at your chart as a whole. Now, the last set, the Yang water, has to see a pig. Now, this pig is very good except for the water pig. And it says negative, and it actually literally says poverty, that you will be living in poverty if you can't take advantage of any other stars. For the yin water daymaster, they have to see the rat. And this is a little bit subtle. The wood rat is auspicious, but they have to use their smarts. They have to be educated and not be lucky. They have to be smart. They have to be basically at the top of their field. A fire rat, this is auspicious, but instead of using intelligence, they use their power. Maybe their charisma, maybe their leadership skills, but whatever thing they have that is strong, that's the one thing they should use. If it's the earth rat, it's half good, half bad. It's basically mixed. If it's the metal rat, you're just lucky. It's not very good luck, but in general lucky, so you're just going to have the right opportunities come to you. And unfortunately, if it's the water rat, it's the whole thing when you read it, it's just quite ominous. It sounds terrible, like there'll be all kinds of problems. I hope you don't have this one, but of course there are, again, other things you need to look at, and you can't just look at just this. So this is one thing, since I'm starting to talk about negative things, everybody is going to have some positive symbolic stars and some negative symbolic stars. and it will vary from person to person, but you are more likely to have more negative stars than positive stars because there are a lot more negative stars than there are positive stars. So uh, just know that this is normal and don't get freaked out about it. Now, the positive, if you have both of these type of stars, how they're going to express themselves in your life has a lot to do with your attitude. A positive attitude makes the positive stars come out better. And also, the more amount of effort you put into improving your skills and your knowledge, that also helps the positive stuff comes out. And not just that, it's how well you apply these attributes. You've learned some skills, you learned some knowledge, but if you don't use that, then your positive stars can't come out either. So this is not some magic. What this does is it gives you more opportunity to earn more money. That's basically what this means when you have a positive star. You can use the skills there to be able to improve your life or at least improve your finances. So you have to, but you have to work at it. You can't just say, oh, I have this, I'm going to be rich. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in the effort. If you do this properly, by putting in the effort, the negative symbolic stars, they get suppressed. So they don't tend to affect your life. And that's the whole point. I mean, you really have to work at this. This is not some sort of magic that says, oh, I've got this star, I don't have to worry about anything, my life is going to be great. No, you still have to work at it. So that's it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I think this will be the last one of the well stars. I'm going to go on to other aspects. And there'll be probably another 6 or 8 more videos to come on symbolic stars. And it will still take a while to get all this compiled. But thanks again for watching.